Hey, what's going on everyone, this is Felix Tantomi. So today we'll be talking about this monitor right here. So this is Samsung CRG9. Before we talk about this monitor, I know maybe some of you will ask, why not just buy Odyssey G9? So I know Odyssey G9 just released like a couple weeks ago, but unfortunately it has really hefty price, and the downside from my opinion is it is too curved for me because it takes so much space in your desk. So I don't really like the curve of the G9. I feel the CRG9 is perfect curve for me. So I had a chance to pick this monitor because actually it is on discount in my country. So I just have to pick this monitor because I actually really like it since a year ago. So the unboxing experience is pretty much very challenging because this is really beefy and super heavy monitor. So inside the packaging you will get DisplayPort cable, the HDMI cable, and also the power cable. It is very nice that Samsung put the power brick inside the monitor, so we can get easy cable management. On the packaging you also get a monitor stand, but for this case I'm gonna put the monitor using this monitor arm. So I bought this in AliExpress because actually we don't have brands such as like Ergotron or like human scale monitor arm here, but this monitor arm get the job done and I really like it so far. It is also very sturdy and also adjustable. I will put links if you're interested with this monitor arm. So before we go further into, let's talk about the spec first. So Samsung CRG9 is a 49-inch QLED monitor. It has dimension about 47 and 13 inch. So technically it is two 27-inch 1440p monitor become one giant monitor. This monitor has a VA panel with resolution about 5120 x 1440p with 32:9 aspect ratio. This monitor also has 1800 radius curve rating. Because this monitor is super long, by giving curved display it will create more immersive experience rather than a flat monitor. Also, it will help reduce the amount of distortion, which I think it is good enough for me doing gaming and also productivity. So I really think this is perfect curve for me. This monitor has 120Hz refresh rate, 4 millisecond response time, it has freezing, SDR 1000, 10-bit color, and peak brightness up to 1000 nits. Although this monitor has a VA panel, which I think IPS can do better job at color accuracy, but I think the color seems nice, feel natural, not too vivid. Overall, I really like the color profile of this monitor. Unfortunately, this monitor doesn't have any built-in speaker. I think it is really a bummer because for this price point, I think Samsung should give this monitor at least a built-in speaker. On the back of the monitor, you will see two display port, one HDMI port, two USB 3 port, and another two USB 2 port. This monitor doesn't have any USB port. I think it is really a bummer, but I understand that Samsung want this monitor toward gamer. Technically, you can still use your MacBook setup with this monitor by using USB-C to DisplayPort cable, but you need to make sure the cable support more than 4K to get the 5K resolution on this monitor. This monitor is about 12 kg without a stand. It is really super heavy. So make sure you put it in the top of sturdy tabletop. So if you want more clean look or like you want to save space, you can go with the monitor arm just like I do. The OSD menu feels intuitive and also easy to understand. Here you can find some of the settings which I think it is important. For example, something like picture mode and also Freesynce. For picture mode, I use sRGB mode because I want the most accurate color without any enhancement. There are two types of Freesynce mode in this monitor, standard and also ultimate. Honestly, I don't quite understand the differences of both Freesynce mode because I don't see any clear differences when I play games. So if you're using Nvidia card just like I do, you can use Freesync by enabling it in the Nvidia setting. You just need to click on G-Sync to activate the Freesync in this monitor. So one of the advantages of this monitor is for editing videos and also productivity. So you can have super ultra wide timelines and you still have space left for effect control or like project file. I really love how easy to edit the video in the timelines, and I don't need to do more horizontal scroll to edit and cut my footage. The point is it will speed up your editing process, and I think it is really awesome. For gaming stuff, this is where this monitor should be. This monitor has a 4 millisecond response time, so it is still low input lag, and for casual gamer like I am, honestly I found it really smooth and no lag at all. But if you are competitive and looking for the lowest response time monitor, you can pick Odyssey G9, which I think it has 1 millisecond response time. So 4 millisecond is already good for fast-paced games such as like first-person shooter. So my impression when I play game with this monitor, I think it is really unique experience. Because usually when you play game, you will find 16:9 aspect ratio. For this monitor, you will find 32:9 aspect ratio. So it's about twice amount of field of view when you're gaming. So I cannot describe how excited I am when I try to play game with this monitor. So in that case, I will put some of the footage of the game that I play using this monitor. By the way, I'm using Ryzen 7 and also RTX 27 Super to run some of this game. Here you see on the Call of Duty version, you can gain a little more advantage playing with this monitor because can increase the field of view. So I can get about 60 until 70 FPS using higher setting and also with 5K resolution on this monitor. But if you take a look on the sides, the image feel a bit distorted because I think this game is not built natively for this kind of resolution. So despite of this, I think it is still awesome and also enjoyable experience to play on. So I did try to play Forza Horizon 4 using ultra setting with this monitor. It runs pretty smoothly and also very stable. I get about 80 until 100 FPS. So I think this is the best type of game that you can play with this huge monitor. It supports 5K and also HDR. I found it really immersive and I wonder if I play with the racing controller. I think those two are the perfect combination for this game. I cannot show how HDR do the job on the video, but the HDR of this monitor is not really perfect. I think it is okay. It has decent peak brightness and also it has relatively good contrast and also it has local dimming feature. Another game that I try is No Man's Sky. I cannot describe how good the experience playing this game, basically because this is an exploration game, so technically you will have more field of view and it is so immersive that you feel you are inside the game. So I did try to play some games such as like Overwatch, but unfortunately Overwatch only support 21:9 aspect ratio. So you will get a little bit black bar on the side, but I think it is still relatively enjoyable because most of the time when I play game, I was so focused in the center of the monitor. So honestly, the black bar doesn't really bother me at all. Also, I tried to play Horizon Zero Dawn on PC. I found an exploration game such as like Horizon Zero Dawn is perfect fit to play on this monitor. So I found a little bit problem to run off this game with this monitor because I think this game is not well optimized. So I need to wait more patch from the developer to fix some of the issue of this game. So if you wonder how this monitor can be used on the console such as like PS4, yes, so you can use it with the PS4, but unfortunately PS4 doesn't support this kind of resolution. So you will have a big black bar on the side. This monitor also has a picture-by-picture mode where you can put two devices connected in the same monitor. Basically, you can split the screen by 2:16:9 aspect ratio or 21:9 and also 11:9. So in this case, you can put PS4 or like Nintendo Switch and PC side by side using this feature. So I think this will be a perfect streaming setup where you have OBS, Twitch or like YouTube chat on the left side and you can play games on the right side of the monitor. This monitor doesn't have any KVM feature, but if you are planning to have two devices connecting on the same monitor, you might need to buy KVM switcher for your keyboard and mouse. When enjoying movies or like Netflix, I found it was okay because there are no movie yet that support this kind of resolution. So I still prefer watching movies or Netflix using TV for now. So Samsung CRG9 is really unique monitor. When you play game with this monitor, you will find immersive and also enjoyable experience. Despite some cons such as like no built-in speaker, no USB-C and also a bit hefty price. I think this monitor is still worth to buy if you really want to play with this kind of aspect ratio. So you need to remember that not all of the games will support this kind of resolution. Also, you need to have good spec of PC to play on this monitor. So if you're tired with your normal 16:9 aspect ratio and you haven't gone ultra wide yet, I suggest you can try to go for 34-inch first, because it is really a massive jump by 16:9 to go 32:9. But if you can afford it, I'm really recommending this monitor to you to buy. So this is my honest review about Samsung CRG9. I will put links in the description. If you have any question, please drop the comment below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe more.